All right, guys, welcome back. Hey, today we are back out in the garage, and what I'm going to discuss today is how to tune your FP3 Fuelpack for a hammer conversion 1275 kit. And what we're going to need in order to do this, of course, you're going to need an FP3. You're going to need some type of Bluetooth device, whether it be an Apple phone, Android, iPad, whatever. And you're going to need your charts. And you will receive these charts after you purchase the kit. Aaron from Hammer is going to send you charts depending on what motorcycle you have. He's going to send you the charts that you need. And we're basically going to be changing 4 things in your map, in the current map that you're running. We're going to change the displacement of the motor. We're going to change that from an 883, which is a 77.6, to a 1275, which is an 82 CI. That is very easy. The next thing we're going to be changing is the spark. We have to advance our spark in both the rear and front cylinders. This part takes some time because you have to input all this stuff manually, and as you'll tell here in a minute, it does take a little bit of time to do. So after we adjust the front and the rear cylinders for the spark, the chart's the same for both. There is one more. We have to do our air-fuel ratio, which is this top chart here. Both of them are the same. They're in different formats depending on what bike that you have. Mine is the top. So you go to your air-fuel mixture and you have to put in all these numbers. And as you can tell, there is quite a few that you have to do. And being that you have to do it manually, with your hands because of the touchscreen, there is a chance for mistakes. So you really want to take your time and double check your work to make sure that you get this stuff done the correct way and you had the right values in it. So when you do hit that starter button for the first time, you don't tear anything up. But let's get started, guys. So the first thing we need to do is go ahead and get this installed on the bike and get it hooked up to the iPhone here. And let's do that and we'll come back. So, all right, guys, after you get your FP3 hooked up to your bike, you want to get it hooked up to your app, of course, either Apple or Android. This happens to be an Apple. And then from there, you want to go into your maps and you want to modify your current map, the map you're currently using. So for me, that is this one here, and it's going to load up real quick. And the first thing you want to do at this point is you want to change the displacement of your motor. And in order to do that, you're going to go down here to General, and you're going to go to Engine Displacement. And this value here, 77.6, you want to change it to 82. So that's all you have to do. That one's really easy, it's quick, and basically what that's doing, it's going to enrich your motor, it's going to give you more fuel for the bigger displacement. Now from there, it gets a little more tedious. We're going to want to advance the spark in the front and rear cylinder, and to do that, we're going to go to Spark, and the very top 2 are front and rear cylinder. So you want to pick that, and as you notice, a big table comes up. And Aaron from Hammer is going to send you a chart similar to this. It might be different depending on the bike that you're working on, but this is mine. So you need to go cell by cell and replace your current values with these. And you have to do it to the front and rear. So it takes quite a bit of time and it is tedious, and you need to really pay attention to what you're doing because you want the values to be exactly what they say. So after you do the front, you're going to back out and you're going to go over and you're going to hit the rear and you're going to do exactly the same thing for the rear. Like I said, it does take some time, and be sure to save it after you do it so you don't lose your work. And from there, we're almost done. The last one, we want to go to the air fuel tab, and we want to go down to almost to the bottom to the AFR, or the air fuel ratio. You want to go into here. And again, another chart that Aaron's going to send you. It's going to look something similar to this, maybe different, again, depending on your bike. But you're going to want to go cell by cell again and input all these new values, replacing your current ones. So after you do that, you apply, you back out, and at that point, your map is ready to go. Your bike is going to start, it's going to have the proper timing, it's going to have close to the proper air-fuel mixture. It may be off a little bit, but it's going to start and it's going to run just fine. You may have some decel pops, some things like that at first. So once when you get your initial map done, and you get about 100, 150 miles on the bike, that's when you want to start auto-tuning that map. And one auto-tune may not do it. One auto-tune session may not do it. Because of the narrow band oxygen sensors we have on these bikes, these values can only swing so much one way or the other. So if one's fairly off, it can only swing, like I said, either front or back so far. So when you run that first auto-tune, it's going to move it as far as it can. If it needs to go further, it can't. So you run the first auto-tune session, end it. You want to run another one right behind it. And what that's going to do is give you a whole new base value with another swing of up and down that it can go into adjustment with. So it can get you as close as you possibly can without a dyno. They do recommend to have the bike dynoed, but I'll be honest with you, I ran 3 auto-tune sessions in right behind each other, and at the end of the 3rd auto-tune session, the bike was running better than it ever has. It has more throttle response, speed, power. It just runs perfect for me. And that is basically how you tune your bike for the Hammer Performance 1275 kit. Like I said, it's not very hard, but it is tedious and it does take some time. So the FP3 is more than capable of doing it. It will do it, and it does a great job. It just takes a little bit of time and a little bit of patience to do it. But anyway, guys, that's basically it. You're going to receive an email with the values, and you just have to manually put it into your FP3. I will give you a little bit of advice. I did the map before I even started doing the conversion because the bike has to be on while you're doing it. And you have a chance of running your battery down because it does take quite a bit of time to input this stuff. So, you know, I did it before I started, and that way I had the bike on the battery tender and I knew my battery was going to be charged. And when I got the bike back together, I flashed the map, it started up, and it ran great. So, guys, there it is. The FP3 is a more than capable tool to do this. And if you have one, you're in business. Order the kit, you'll get your charts from Aaron. You input your charts and you are good to go. It's a fairly simple process. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in and let me waste your time. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. Should be a little button right over here that's going to get you all hooked up. Other than that, guys, like always, ride safe and be careful out there. Till next time, later.